Hey screeners, welcome back to another episode. I'm Ricky.
And I'm Brittany, and we are Paper Screen.
So today's episode, we're going to be doing a top 5 favorite queer movies.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to do this because Pride season, and we wanted to give this list for all our queer listeners and share our favorite movies.
Hell yeah.
So let's start with number 5. What's your number 5, Brittany?
Okay, so my number 5, this was hard. This whole list was hard to make.
Really?
I thought so just because I started going down, is a queer movie, is it when there's queer characters? Like, can I, you know what I mean? I started going down that rabbit hole, just so then I felt overwhelmed. And then I was like, you know what movies like do I like where like I'll watch them over and over again, so that's my top 5 list. Number 5 for me, Happiest Season.
Oh.
Gotta get a Christmas movie in there.
Yeah, and you had it on your winter movies.
Winter movies, yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, we want to be PC.
That's a cute movie.
Yeah.
I watch it every holiday.
It's so good. I love the cast, Mackenzie and Kirsten and...
Kristen?
Did I say Kirsten? Kristen Stewart.
Like Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. Love her too. Yeah, I just think it's like a cute movie. It's nice. It's like, even just like the beginning of it, just like seeing like cute, city, like snow, lights.
Yeah.
It's cute. So, and then it's also just like gets really heavy and like really real. Blah blah blah, but stays funny. It's not like it doesn't take itself too serious.
Yeah,
But yeah. That's my number 5.
It's a great cast. Cute.
What's your number 5?
So my number 5 is probably a film that you've never seen or heard of unless you're gay. It's GBF.
Oh my god.
Do you know that movie?
No. Okay, this is what I thought of.
BFG?
BFG. GCB. That's what I thought of when you said that.
What is that?
Good Christian Bitches. It was like this really funny show that got canceled after one season. And it was Kristen Chatterwick. She was fucking iconic in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And she's like a Southern belle.
Yeah, it was like these 3 like Southern bitches. And they were bitches.
I love it. But
and
no,
they all love their father. The new like father to their church or whatever. It was like this guy. I don't know.
No, that's not what the movie was.
Okay.
So GBF stands for Gay Best Friend, and it's basically like a teen like comedy, kind of like Mean Girls, and it has that same vibe, but instead of like the plastics, there's like 3 clicks.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it's like 3 clicks, and they're trying to recruit like a gay on their clique because having a gay friend is like trendy.
Yeah.
And it's like a popularity contest. But yeah, it's really funny.
Oh, okay. I never saw this, but I remember it now that I'm seeing it because it had the girl from Pretty Little Liars, Sasha Patrice.
Yeah, I like her.
I don't recognize this guy at all.
He's like not well known.
Okay.
I don't think he even acts anymore.
Interesting.
But you remember the blonde girl in Harry Potter?
Yeah, Luna.
She's in that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and she plays like this really conservative Mormon.
Oh gosh.
So there's a Mormon clique.
Oh.
And it's really funny because like they're like Mormon and they're trying to have a gay in their clique.
Right. I gotta watch it.
It's cute. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Love it. Love that for you.
Okay, what's your number 4?
So my number 4, we've talked about her on the podcast before. She's a queer icon. It's Cate Blanchett, and it's Carol.
Yes.
Yeah, Cate
There's
Blanchett.
No
yeah, I just think it's a great movie. I love like it's like shot so pretty. I love I think it's the 50s or 60s, and like it just like looks so nice, and like just Cate is just so captivating, and like I feel like Rooney did a good job like showing us she was captivated by Cate's, like that seduction. Like it was just, I don't know, I really liked it. And it's, it's pretty real. Like someone who's married, but, they're queer, but they'll never actually leave their like spouse, like in the 60s or whatever. Did you ever listen to Mika?
Mm-mm.
It's this like queer singer, and he had this one song that's like, Billy Brown lived in a beautiful big white house. Billy Brown, dun 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 dun. And then it's like, basically the song is about Billy Brown, and he's like a queer person who's like married with a wife and kids and like a white picket fence, but he's like queer. But it's just cute. They're like, you should listen to Mika.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah, that's my number 4. So what's your number 4?
So my number 4 is it's an indie film, and it's about 2 Asians.
I know what this is.
Do you? 2 Gaysians?
On an island?
No.
Oh, okay, I made that up.
This film is called Front Cover, and it's about this guy who works for like a modeling agency or magazine cover agency, and he's in charge of like handling all of the photo shoots and stuff for this famous actor from China. And they kind of have like a little romantic thing, except the Chinese actor, he's like in the closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, he gets exposed. This is a rom-com, by the way. Yeah, he gets exposed and he gets outed somehow. But they fall in love.
Cute.
And yeah, it's cute. There's like no one famous in it, so it's not like
who produced it or distributed it? Or it's like super indie.
It's super indie.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like
Sydney Sweeney's company.
No. There's this gay company called Broken Glass.
Oh.
Anyways, so that's my number 4.
Love it. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's cute.
My number 3. I was going to say my number 3 and my number 2 are tough.
So you put them together?
No, I would just say I think I'd rather watch number 3 more than number 2. But number 2 is just like a better film for like, it's like a really good movie. So number 3, Bottoms.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Moonlight.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Bottoms. Yeah.
See, it is a queer movie.
Yeah.
But also I forgot that it was queer because it just felt so mainstream.
Yeah. It felt super, super mainstream.
Yeah. That's like a really good thing though. Because it means like, oh, it's just like any other movie.
It's like, you know, this generation's like American Pie. I don't know. It's so funny. I love the cast. So fun seeing. Like, it's so nice when you can see a movie and like you just laugh, like genuinely laugh your ass off, you know?
Yeah.
It was kind of like Madame Web. And
yeah,
it was like, I think I maybe like kind of saw some of a trailer or like not really. And I didn't like pay attention. I thought it was like girls playing dodgeball or something because I like wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And then I think I was on TikTok or something and I saw what it was actually about and the cast, and it had that girl from that movie we talked about on Hulu.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let's go see this. And my partner already wanted to see it. So they were like, yeah, let's go. And we just like went on a Friday evening. And like, I was like, oh my God, it was like the best movie.
Mm-hmm. It's such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rewatched that movie for movie club at work.
Yeah.
And HR was there. So I like unmuted myself and started talking about like my favorite scenes. And I quoted like one of the lines, which was like not appropriate for me to say at work.
Yeah.
So yeah, HR is going to be calling me.
Oh gosh. Oops.
Okay. So my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess?
Moonlight.
Ooh. Wow.
Because you thought mine was Moonlight. That's the only reason I'm guessing it.
I also guessed like a single man, but you couldn't read my lips.
Oh my God, I forgot about a single man.
I was like,
I was gonna say, I felt like I like could not tell what you were saying. Okay, Moonlight.
Yes, Moonlight. I feel like I don't have to explain much about this, but it's something. This film was just like really beautiful. the way it's done. Oh, funny thing. I went to like some theater show, like production, and the writer of Moonlight like runs this
What?
theater.
That's crazy.
He like wrote the book.
Wow.
Yeah. Or the play or whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
I was like, oh my God. Wow.
Damn, good for you. That was my number 2.
Ooh.
Is Moonlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a single man.
Not a single man. Yeah, Moonlight. We did an episode first season, but it's just like, it was just like the powerhouse film, like such an incredible fucking heavy story, amazing cast, the cinematography is out of this world. Like, it was so fucking, I mean, it's one of the best edited things I've ever seen for sure.
It's so deep.
It's so deep. Female, black editor too. I did like a presentation at work for
about female.
No, it was like women's
in the cinema. Women in.
I did do women, and it was just women, but it was for, what is that called?
That's
International
Brittany's
Women's
brand.
Day.
Yeah,
that's my brand. Anyway, she was in it, and one of my editors, like took like a workshop or something from her. I can't remember her name though. But everyone who worked on Moonlight, I think we talked about this on that episode, but like the main people who worked on the movie, like they all went to college together. They all went to like Florida University or something.
That's so cool.
I know. Love that for them.
Okay.
Moonlight.
So my number 2, this is a film that I watched this year. My number 2 is called Goodbye Mother, and it's a Vietnamese film. It's about this gay couple. One of them is not out to his family, and his family lives in Vietnam, and it's like his mom and like his aunts and stuff. So he's visiting his mom, and he brings his boyfriend, but the whole time it's kind of like Happiest Season, where like he has to pretend like he's just a friend. So he's going to see his mom, and the whole time like him and his boyfriend have to like secretly be affectionate to each other while they're there, because his boyfriend like wanted to meet his family.
Okay.
But anyways, it's like really relatable to me, just because like I feel like I still hide in the closet because I haven't like fully come out to my mom, and I feel like
I didn't know that.
That's what I'm like doing sometimes, but I feel like I don't need to explain or like come out because she knows.
Right.
But still, like part of me is like I feel like I'm hiding in the closet or just keeping secrets,
but
you know?
Does she know your partner?
So here's the thing. She likes to call Edwin my roommate.
Okay. That's giving Everything Everywhere. Yeah. Sorry.
That was my number 2.
Okay. So are we going to go into honorable mentions now? I have 4.
Oh, wow.
I know.
To be honest, I didn't have honorable mentions, so I didn't have time, so I just wrote one.
Do you have any more like you wish you wrote?
Yeah. I'll mention them, I guess.
So I have 4 honorable mentions. One I just mentioned, which is Everything Everywhere. Because it's like, that's kind of the whole start of like us understanding there. I mean, very much what you just said, actually. Like the mom is like calling, oh, this is her friend. And so Everything Everywhere, we did an episode last season. It's obviously like one of the best movies ever made. And then I did Knock at the Cabin.
Oh my God. I love that. You put that on there. Because I totally forgot. See, both of those movies don't even feel queer because it just feels so mainstream.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't classify it as queer.
Right. That's what I was saying, because it's like, is it like top 5 queer? Is it movies where like being queer is the driver of the story and like, you know, there's some trauma or whatever? Or is it movies that have queerness, you know? So, but like I said, I wanted to put movies that like I genuinely like really liked, not necessarily like, you know,
the best.
Yeah, except for Moonlight. I would say my top 2 are the best, but I also put Eileen. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I haven't, but you said it was really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's from a book too, but it's like,
is it kind of like a Fatal Attraction story?
Kinda. It's hard to explain. You'd have to see it, but
Anne Hathaway, right?
Yeah, Anne Hathaway, and then that girl who's in what is that other movie? The high school movie with girls. Booksmart.
Oh,
The white girl. Or wait, they're both white.
not
the
the
gay
girl.
What is that girl?
Not the girl from No One Will Save You?
Yeah, her.
Oh.
What's her name?
I think it's like Cat something.
No, it's not. Why did I say that? No, it's Yoo-hoo, Jew Girl from Jojo Rabbit. I can't remember her name.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? She kind of
She kind of looks like that girl from Last Night in Soho.
She is that girl.
Oh.
Yeah. The girl in Last Night in Soho. Thank you. Whatever her name is. So it's her and then Anne Hathaway. And Anne Hathaway is just amazing as always.
Oh.
Love Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
And then my last one is Duck Butter. That
Wow.
one.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an indie. You know, it's about, Alia Shawkat. She was like, she's the cousin in Arrested Development, if you've ever seen it. And she was like in Search Party. So it's her. It's just kind of like a weekend romance.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a short-lived romance. And if I'm not mistaken, it might be because it might be because one of them is like poly, but I might be wrong. I can't remember. But it's like, you know, they like me and it's like really hot and heavy really fast and then it's like over. But and then do you know what duck butter is?
It sounds like a sex thing.
Duck butter is like when you get wet.
Oh. Okay, so that was your honorable mentions. Duck butter.
Did you have any other honorable mentions?
Or
did you give yours?
No, not yet.
Sorry.
Not yet. You were talking about duck butter.
Whoops.
Okay, so I have 4 honorable mentions because you had 4. My first one is Hellbent, which is a horror film from the 90s, which was produced by the same people of Halloween.
Wow.
And it's basically a slasher that kills people on Halloween night, dressed in a devil costume. And this film inspired a lot of The Cruise.
Oh, wow.
Because it has the urban legend vibe.
Okay.
And, well, this one was like...
And what's The Cruise, Richard?
So The Cruise... So I made a film called The Cruise. It's a short film. It's a horror, queer horror. It's about 2 gays, this couple, who go to the woods that's kind of haunted. And there's like an urban legend. So basically they try to summon the dead. And that's where the inspiration came from. Hellbent inspired me to make that movie.
Hell yeah.
Because there's a part where they talk about like some killer in the woods. But it's like a straight up slasher and it's pretty good for its time. It's kind of got that Scream vibe. It's like very colorful too, like the lighting and stuff. Okay, so the next film I had was Spa Night.
Spa Night?
Yeah, which also inspired
Spa House.
Yes. Mostly because of the setting, and it's, I guess, a Korean American film about this guy who's in the closet. He works at this bathhouse in Koreatown, and he's just kind of going through like a journey. He's like learning about himself, but it mostly takes place in this bathhouse. The cinematography is really good in this.
Oh.
The lighting.
What year?
Beautiful. I want to say it came out like 2017. But yeah, shout out to Andrew Ahn, who directed this film. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, honorable mention, A Single Man.
Love it.
We have an episode about this, so I'm not going to say too much because, yeah, it's Tom Ford.
We love Tom Ford.
Yeah, he's like so good.
Yeah. When's his next movie? Come on, man.
I don't know. He should try horror though.
Oh.
I wonder what that would look like.
Dude, I just can't believe he had Aaron Taylor Johnson like pooping. Like straight up pooping on a toilet. Like so trashy. It's amazing.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
He's amazing in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Okay. My next film is Call Me by Your Name.
Oh, never seen it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's beautifully shot, although I don't think it's like all the hype that it was, even though I think I kind of fell for the hype
Yeah.
at the time. And I read the book and it's like really good.
Well, it's like heavy fantasy, right? Because like going to the Italian countryside.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like problematic because of the age difference.
Yeah, that's why I've never watched it.
And Army Hammer is like a cannibal, allegedly.
Don't kink shame.
And what's funny is that like Timothée Chalamet went to go do a movie about being a cannibal,
yeah, that's
directed by
right.
the same person.
Oh my god, Bones and all, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Which was a crazy movie, by the way.
I want to watch it still.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my honorable mention. What is your number one?
My number one.
Blue is the warmest color.
It's so hot, but it's also such a vibe. Like, I think it's a lot about coming of age hardcore, because it starts with like someone graduating high school, and it's also problematic now that I say that. But it's about a queer girl, and she's like, first she's hooking up with a guy, and then she hooks up with a girl, and like she's just kind of like exploring her sexuality, but she like falls hard for this older woman who is Leah Seydoux, who's in Dune 2.
Oh,
You know that girl, the French lady.
yeah, from Crimes of the Future.
Mm-hmm. And love her. But it's very like one of those movies where it's, what's the word? It's kind of just like, it's very, very indie, where it's just following around this character, and there's not a ton of plot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's always kind of walking around like with like a messy hair bun. Like, it's not a super talky movie. Like, at least like she doesn't do a lot of talking. Like,
So there's not a lot of talking, but it's slow.
you would think it was so slow.
Shut up.
You would. But so it's like, because it's like you're kind of reading her mind a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like kind of comes off like she's depressed, but like lonely and like isolated and stuff. And like, so she's with this guy, and then she kind of like, they start having sex, and he just doesn't like pull her in, and they graduate high school or whatever they're graduating, and she's like a classroom teacher, like small children, and she like runs into the blue-haired Leah Seydoux, and like Leah Seydoux's just like
Mm-hmm.
like cool. Maybe she's just like in college, I don't know, but they end up like starting to date and hook up. And it's like it's like the first time she's fallen in love.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like she's like swept off her feet. And there's just this awesome scene at her birthday party when they play, what is that singer's name? The song that's like, I'll follow you, deep sea baby.
Yeah. Likey Lee.
Yeah, Licky Lee, that's right. I Follow Rivers is called. It's so good. But it's the remix that's in the movie. And they're like dancing. It's a little bit more dance. But then like it shows like the sex scenes. Oh,
Hot.
like crazy hot.
Wet
Like
vagina.
it's like, yeah, it's insane. But
Leakage.
the problem, I guess, is like in real life, it took like 15 days to shoot.
No way.
And it's like-
Is it unsimulated? It looks unsimulated.
It looks unsimulated as far, I don't really know though. I
And
guess I never
15 days to shoot
15
that.
days. So it was like once the film came out, then the actresses started kind of speaking out. Like that was kind of fucked up.
15 days of
The-
porn.
And there's 2 official sex scenes like that. But I'm telling you, you have to watch it and text me, because it is like sex scenes.
God.
I can't
Not
wait.
that I haven't seen like unsimulated sex, because Rotting in the Sun, that movie I talked about last year,
Yeah.
fucking had unsimulated sex. That's because like the main character was like, oh yeah, I'm okay with that, just put a dick in my mouth. He's like, I'm so comfortable with my sexuality.
Mhm.
Which you need to see that movie, because it's like
Oh,
like
gosh.
bonkers.
Yeah, I'll watch it for sure.
I wish it was like streaming,
Yeah.
because it's like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
I should have put that on my list too. That was a fun movie. Okay, so my number one is an erotic thriller that came out last year, but I saw it this year, and someone was supposed to come with.
Oh, fuck me. Damn it.
And that film is Femme.
Yeah.
And oh my God, this movie had me on the edge of my seat because it's so intense. Okay, so basically it's about this drag queen who gets into a hate crime by some closeted guy. And he is the guy from 1917.
1917, yeah.
And the drag queen is played by the counselor from Generation, if you've seen it. He's also in Candyman. And he plays a drag queen. So he gets attacked, and then all of a sudden he's like going through this phase. He's like too scared to go out because he's got trauma from the attack. But then like one night he like runs into his attacker.
Yeah.
And he's like at this bathhouse. Right? I was like, oh.
Loving it.
So I thought it was going to be like a murder revenge movie. But the plot thickens when he starts to like follow him and then like befriends him.
Damn.
But I was like, whoa, I would not.
Yeah.
But it was so good. So well
Yeah.
done and so impressive for the filmmakers because it was like their first movie. This was like a short film before it was like a feature.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number one.
And tell us about the screening you went to.
Oh, the screening was awesome. Both the directors were there, or the filmmakers were there, and then the actor. And they did a Q&A after the screening, which was at AMC. Shout out.
Shout out to AMC.
And they talked about like, you know, them making the short film first and then the feature. And that's how they got the funding to make the feature was the short film.
Right.
And I think they said they shot it in chronological order.
I love that.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could have been thinking of something else. I just remember like the screenwriter was trying to be really flowery with his like answers. Like, you know, when you get like a simple question like, so how did you come
like talk in circles?
How did you come up with the script? And the guy was just like, you know, in order to write a screenplay, you must find the focus. And we started out with the short film and we had to find the focus in the story within the short film.
Yeah.
To make the feature. And I was just like, I looked at Edwin. I was like, dude, is he even answering the question?
Right. He's like, ChatGPT.
No. But yeah, that's like one of the funny parts of the Q&A.
Love it.
I wanted to talk to the actor to be like, oh my God, we loved you in Generation.
Right.
But yeah.
Love it.
Well, guys, that was our top 5 favorite queer movies. Let us know what your top 5 queer movies are. Brittany, where can we find you?
You can find me at humble_book_review.
And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at somecallme_Ricky. And if you liked this episode, you can find us on Instagram and YouTube at Paper Screen Podcast. So smash that like button, hit us up, let us know what you think. Well, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.